The National Cashflow Competition is not just a game, but a platform to equip young minds with essential skills in financial literacy, strategic thinking, and decision-making for the real world. Created by students, for students, NCF turns budgeting, investing, and risk management into an immersive learning experience through Singapore-based board games. From the preliminary rounds to the interactive workshops and the grand finals, this event prepares students to be future-ready leaders.
The notable highlights is when the audience complained that they have sweaty palms while waiting for the results of the talk. So there's a lot of excitement. There's also a lot of depression. So depending on how the market and how they invest, they have a lot of emotions, which is one of the highlights of the event, is to showcase the emotion, the roller coaster of the stock market. One of the things is to keep them excited about learning about finance and to show them that there is a much wider world to invest in other than whatever that you can find in Singapore. Because Singapore is a small economy, we need to look into the big economies such as US, China, India to find good investment opportunities out there. And it's just not limited to just stock and shares. There's also other things that you need to learn by buying bonds to protect your capital or buying commodities to take advantage of the growing economies around the world.
So I feel that this competition was quite insightful as it covers many different aspects of like the economic and social progressions that people have in Singapore. And it was very applicable in a game of like Monopoly and life in Singapore's context. So investments and managing businesses, those are all different like success formulas that I use to amass like the most number of points for my team to succeed. Like initially I was still quite confused about the different rules because there were many aspects to the game. But after I discovered them and I realized that you could actually form a strategy based on the different like valuing the different aspects accordingly. And from there I managed to come up with a business strategy and managed to win.
I think for me, overall, it was quite an exciting experience because I think for some of us, we don't really get this opportunity to partake in such competitions. So even though initially some of us were quite intimidated because we were a bit lost about how the game worked and stuff like that, eventually with the help of facilitators and because we were able to discuss and collaborate, we were able to get a grasp of how the game worked. Eventually, I think all of us actually had quite a lot of fun throughout this competition.
Well, I got to the final events by knowing the ins and outs of financial knowledge and knowing how the global market works essentially. By knowing this knowledge, it really helped me to do well in this game, to acquire the best life skills and to achieve happiness.
In this year's National Cashflow Competition, we are honoured to attract 520 participants throughout schools in Singapore. According to the feedback we have received from our students, we have noticed that students and teachers are especially interested in our in-house built board game. I would like to thank each and every participants that have attended our event and also the organising committee members who have worked days and nights trying to make this event perfect. Also, I would like to thank our generous sponsors who have made our event possible. In next year's NCF, I hope that there will be further collaboration between NCF 2026 and with NTU IIC Software Development Team to come up with more innovative methods to educate financial literacy. With that, I conclude this year's NCF and thank you all for attending once again.